do, 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 do. Hello, ZamoraGaming. I am your host, Joe Zamora here, and we are doing a little bit of VGC live streaming. So, we were waiting for our first opponent, and there they are. So, I was gifted this team from Zach. We talked about some VGC strats and stuff. So, he kind of made me a team, well, duplicated me a team that he had already made. So this is going to be pretty cool. So as you can see, we got Urshifu, we got Cinder Ace, we got Indeedee, we got Dragapult, Rillaboom, and Duraludon. So this team's basically, he said, lead attackers and pretty much go all out turn one. So that's what we'll be doing here. We're going to go ahead and lead Rillaboom and Cinderace. And then we're going to come with Urshifu for sure in the back. And Duraludon, I didn't see him. Let's go ahead and see what he has. And yeah, we're going to bring Duraludon and Urshifu in the back. We don't really need Indeedee in this one. There doesn't seem to be too many priority users on his side. And Dragapult, I think will... it's not something I want to bring to the match. Solely because he has some pretty bulky Pokemon on his side. So we'll just have to see how that goes for us there. But game one. Let's go ahead and see what we can do. And if you hear that, that is the cat hungry as hell. Alright, so what I figured, a Selgor to Final Gambit, and probably Clef to follow me. I'm not sure which goes first, the follow me or the fake out, but we're going to go for the fake out anyway. So we're going to fake out the Excelgor to not have that Final Gambit happen. And then we're going to Gigantamax and try to max Airstream into the Excelgor so we can make sure that Final Gambit doesn't happen at all. So let's see how this goes. Okay, so Fake Out does go first. Not sure if he did use the Follow Me, but yeah. Okay, so it did go before the Follow Me. But for sure, it takes a little bit out of that Final Gambit as well. And it knocks out the Clefable, so there's no more Follow Me shenanigans to happen here. Okay, so Rillaboom gets a speed boost, which is great. I need to change this title because this is not Madden. So I'm gonna go ahead, change it to VGC Online Battles. Alright, beautiful. So far so good. Now, we're obviously just gonna Grassy Slide into Inteleon. And we're gonna max Fireball the Excelgor to reduce that water move that he might have. So Grassy Slide goes off, and yes, of course it OHKOs the Inteleon, especially with Grassy Surge up. So pretty much great first two turns, and this obviously will take out the Excelgor. And I do believe we did need that speed boost because the Excelgor might have been faster than Cinderace. Not 100% sure on that, but pretty sure it would have done damage to us in some kind of way. So now he's down to one Pokemon, and this team seems pretty solid so far. So for game one, that is an amazing thing to have. And I'm not gonna try to preserve any like differential shenanigans, because I mean it doesn't really matter. So let's just go ahead and get our Max Knuckle back up against this Arcanine, so we can have our attack neutral again. And we're gonna go ahead and knock off with the Rillaboom. Ooh, and even at -1, still did an amazing amount of damage to that Arcanine. Maybe an offensive variant or special defensive variant, but we'll see. And with this speed boost, we should be faster than Arcanine, so it might just knock it out here. Beautiful. So game 1, we win 4-0. Alright guys, let's go ahead and see if we can keep this rolling for a little while. We're going to go ahead and look up second person. And obviously, you know, we are at like the very first beginnings of ranked online. So the first few battles might be a little easy. So we'll just have to see. But win's a win nonetheless. So let's keep it going. We're for sure going to try to go undefeated here. Alright, so here we go. We got our second battle up and running. And oh my goodness. Little Cup is what we're facing here. And I think it's safe to say we can go same leads. Same lead, and I don't know, maybe they're throwing me off here, but I'm gonna go Duraludon and Dragapult. It's pretty interesting that they would bring a Littles team to ranked online. Maybe they did it by accident, but we're about to find out. See what shenanigans they have up their sleeves. So for the leads, he sends out Timber and Stunky. And I do believe Stunky does have Fake Out. So we're going to Fake Out that first, and we're just going to max. We're just going to go G-Max with Cinderace and just max Airstream. No sense in trying to do anything else. Let's not take our opponent's small Pokemon as a sign of weakness. We gotta go all out. Very dramatic music for the battle that's happening too. Also good to note, just because they do have small Pokemon does not mean they can't Dynamax or Gigantamax. Come to think of it, our first opponent didn't Dynamax or Gigantamax either, so that's something to keep in mind. Okay, so he does decide Dynamax here. Let's see which one he goes for. Oh, beautiful. Timber is the one he goes for. So our Fake Out will go into the Stunky, and it will take effect. So Stunky should not be able to do anything this turn. Our Libero turns us into a flying type. And down goes Timber, I believe. Yes, it does. Alright, so far so good. We have a Flinch Stunky, a dead Timber, and 2 little Pokemon to come out in the back. So, liking our lead so far. I mean, as much as you could like it, especially against a team like this. But like I said, we're not pulling any punches here. We're just going all out attack. Okay, so Roly-Coly comes out. It's pure rock type right now. It may have Sturdy, but we're just going to go ahead and go for the Rocky Slide here. And we're going to max Knuckle into the Stunky since it's neutral. And we're going to go ahead and get that attack buff. So I'm sure Sturdy's on it. Oh no, no Sturdy. So Roly-Coly goes down. And we max Knuckle into the Stunky, changes to fighting type, and we get the knockout there, I'm sure. And also a +1 attack for both of our Pokemon, actually. So there we go. Now they're down to their last Pokemon, and let's see what they end up with. I'm sure this is not what they were expecting coming into this battle. And an Oddish of all Pokemon. So I think we're going to pretty much do the same thing we did last time. We're going to knock off, and I'm going to max Fireball this time just for the effect, because it's a beautiful move and we might as well watch it happen. Boom, baby. Ah, she's dead. The health bar didn't even go down, it just disappeared. Alright, well that's our game 2. Obviously we're hoping for a little more competition than that, but another 4-0, we'll take it. And I do not want to see their team, no. So let's continue battling. And we go straight up to rank 2, almost to rank 3. And we get some BP, which is always great. Let's do tournament. I haven't heard that music in a while. So we're on a clean 2-2 so far, no deaths. But hopefully the competition is getting stiffer up here. Alright, and as we wait on our opponents, give me 1 second. I'm back. We are ranked up against Cloudy, and his team's a little bit better looking. A bunch of flying, fairy, electric, and then there's that Gastrodon there. So let's see. I don't want to bring Urshifu because a lot of things could kill it. I think we're gonna go with our simple lead. Cinderace and Rillaboom. That's kind of what this team is built to do. And we obviously don't want to take Dragapult. But let's see. What could benefit our team more? Dragapult or Urshifu? I'm going to go ahead and check out the team. What moves it has real quick. Okay, Dragon Darts won't do nothing. Phantom Force is okay. And Fly. And I'm just going to bring in Didi. I'm not sure what it has, but that's what I'm bringing. At least it's not weak to anything on the other side. And the only Pokemon I could think of that would have anything like Fake Out would be the Raichu. But I'm not sure 100% if a Alolan Raichu gets Fake Out. I'm sure it does, but we'll see. Okay, so we have Pincurchin and Alolan Raichu. So we'll just have to see what we can do about that. Okay, so Alolan Raichu is slower than Rillaboom. So our Fake Out will go off first no matter what. So obviously, I'm going to go big here. And let's go ahead and max Knuckle the Pincurchin so we can get that attack boost. And we're going to go ahead and Fake Out into Pincurchin. So basically we're leaving Raichu free to do whatever it feels like doing. Again, I think it'll do a Fake Out, but since it is slower, it might not matter. Okay, so he switches out Pincurchin for Charge Bug. Okay, so there's a little switcheroo there. And he makes Raichu big. And now we're double attacking into the Charge Bug. Let's see who decides to attack here. So his speed is doubled with Surge Surfer. So So let's see who decides to attack. I'm sure if he hits Cinderace, we should live, and he hit. So I think it's mainly Rillaboom we'd have to worry about. I think he could live an electric attack, but I don't think he'd be able to live a psychic attack. Alright, so we fake out the Charger Bug, which doesn't matter. He goes Max Lightning there. Over the Rillaboom, we should live it. Alright, beautiful. And we get the attack boost into Charger Bug. Alright, beautiful. So now what we're going to do here is we're going to switch in Indeedee to slow down that Raichu. And we're going to... well, we're going to hit it with Cinderace. No, you know what? Let's go ahead and max Fireball into Charger Bug. No, that's stupid. Yeah, max Darkness into Raichu. And switch out Raichu for Indeedee. So good thing we brought that so we can switch up the terrain. So now Raichu is no longer faster than our team. And it should be able to live and hit with the special defense race. But hopefully this brings down the Alolan Raichu since we are +1 attack with Life Orb. And Raichu goes down. So far so good. Let's see what the Charger Bug does. It might try to do an infestation to keep a Pokemon in. But we'll just have to see. Okay, so it does go X Scissors straight into the Indeedee. And it doesn't do enough. So right now Cinderace is the fastest Pokemon on the field. And with the +1 attack, it should be able to knock out anything they got. So, just in case he does have a Scarf Togekiss, I'm going to go ahead and max Airstream the Sylveon. And I'm going to Expanding Force the Charge Bug. Okay, that's fine. Charger Bug uses Protect. Doesn't really affect us none. Max Airstream should knock out this Sylveon, no matter how bulky it is. Beautiful. And worst case scenario, we don't get to use Expanding Force. But Indeedee's speed does raise. Okay, so Protect goes off, we're fine. And let's see what his last Pokemon is. That's right, it is Pincurchin. So I think this is the first game where we're out of Gigantamax before the end of the battle, which is interesting. But let's go ahead and just Pyro Ball into the Pincurchin. And I'm going to Follow Me, just in case the Charge Bug tries to paralyze. Okay, so he just quit. Beautiful, we win. So obviously he knew it was a no-win battle from there. But we had to take precautions, because you never know in Pokemon. And we get a beautiful string of pearls for our little ladies. And I don't care to look at his team. So we're going to continue battling. All the way to number 4. So we're in Pokeball tier now. We're where it counts. And we found an opponent, so let's keep on rolling. Okay, so he has pretty much what we have. He has Cinderace, Rillaboom, He has Prankster Riolu, Lycanroc Dusk, Urshifu, we don't know what type yet, and an electric type. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go ahead and go... We're going to go Dragapult. Dragapult. Dragapult and Indeedee. Yeah, let's go Dragapult and Indeedee. And then Urshifu and Rillaboom in the back. Not 100% sure on this, but this is what I'm going to go with. That's a pretty interesting team right there. And of course, they are sporting my favorite Pokemon, one of my favorite Pokemon, I should say, Lycanroc Dust form. So, good to see him getting some screen time. But let's go ahead and see what he sends out first. Okay, Riolu and Cinderace. So he's probably going to do coaching. So this is what we're going to do. We're going to go... We're going to go Dynamax, Max Wormingham into Cinderace to lower that attack. And we're going to go Helping Hand to do as much damage as possible. Okay, so he didn't go coaching on turn 1. Interesting. So he changes our terrain to Grassy Surge. He might want to be going for that Sucker Punch. I'm not sure. But we're Dynamaxing here. Because I know for sure we won't live a Sucker Punch undynamaxed. Alright, so we have our Dragapult Dynamaxed with Helping Hand boost. Okay, so he's not going for the Sucker Punch, which is good. No immediate damage. And we do have a chance to knock it out, or at least lower its attack, so we can take that Max Darkness pretty well. But the Dynamax monsters are on the field. Okay, so we are faster right off the jump. Alright, it doesn't take it out, but we do lower his attack. Both of them. So he does go for the Max Airstream to get that speed boost, which is fine. Who does he go into? I think that's Indeedee. No, it's me. That's fine. We took that like a champ. Now, Indeedee's going to do the Follow Me. And we're gonna Max Airstream here, actually, into Rillaboom. So follow me. Indeedee might get knocked out here, but that's fine. It's doing its job. So Follow Me pops off. Does Rillaboom try to fake out? Okay, he just goes Grassy Slide, which is fine. We can take the hit. Now Cinderace does go for that Max Darkness, gets that speed boost. But it goes into Indeedee, and Indeedee goes down, which is fine. But now, we go for Max Airstream, and we knock out that Rillaboom. Oh, we don't knock out the Rillaboom, but at least we're faster than the Cinderace again, and we can knock it out this turn. And I think Fake Out should do enough damage to knock out the Rillaboom here. And with grassy terrain, so we can do that. So let's go ahead and bring in Rillaboom. We're gonna go ahead and go for another. Yeah, let's go for a max airstream on the Cinderace so we can get Rillaboom a speed boost. But we're gonna Fake Out this Rillaboom here for sure to knock it out. So hopefully we get the 2 knockouts. It doesn't use Protect. That's the goal. And okay, down goes Rillaboom there with the Fake Out. And we're faster than Cinderace, so we knock it out. I'm surprised he didn't go double max air. Oh wow, it lived that hit. Okay. Very interesting. So he does go max flare, which we're gonna lose our Rillaboom to, I think. I mean, his lived to max flying, so we could probably. Nope. Rillaboom goes down. Alright, so that's fine. Rillaboom goes down. But Dragapult's still at full health. Cinderace barely hangs on. So we're going to bring Urshifu. And we'll see what we can do from here. Alright, so Urshifu has Aqua Jet, so we can go use that to go into the Cinderace. And then we can just Dragon Darts into the Riolu because it will be Focus Sashed, and we should be able to knock it out. So let's go ahead and do that. Aqua Jet into Cinderace. And then he still has 1 Pokemon in the back we gotta deal with. That's fine. And down goes Cinderace, finally. That was annoying Pokemon to have to deal with. Alright, so Dragapult almost at full health thanks to this grassy terrain he set for us. And he has an Urshifu of his own. And it is also water. I'm not sure if it has Protect. I'm gonna go ahead and Dragon Darts. I don't think it should have anything we can't deal with. So we're gonna Dragon Darts and Surging move into the Riolu. So now we gotta see, does this Urshifu have enough in the tank to take on both Pokemon? So I think that's ours. Wow. That is one bulky Riolu. So it goes for Zen Headbutt on us. Okay. And thanks to our Focus Sash, we live 1. So we either won the speed tie or we are just faster. But hopefully we can win another speed tie. I think we're gonna need it. Certainly gonna go Dragon Darts again because that will knock out the Riolu. And I think I'm gonna go Protect here. No, I'm gonna go Close Combat. So that thing is +2, which is amazing for him. Bad for us. And with that kind of damage, I don't know if we take that thing out next turn with Fly. So let's hope we get some chip damage here with close combat, and we do. He goes for another Zen Headbutt and takes out our Urshifu. So now it's up to Dragapult. Or we can just go for Phantom Force and maybe that'll do enough damage, but he is +2. I do not want to risk it, so let's just go ahead and go with the Fly. Of course, we risked the miss with that, but we'll just have to see. Now, does this thing have Protect? Because if he has Protect, we can't attack it with Fly. We'd have to use the Phantom Force. Oh, and it still hung on with the Fly. Does Zen Headbutt take us out here with +2? It does not, and it goes down to Life Orb. That was a very intense battle on that one. So we make a good decision to bring we make a good decision to bring the Dragapult there. And even though he had +2 coaching and attack and defense, we were still able to take it out and take that hit. No thank you. I will not look at the results of the team. And I think we're sitting at a good 3-0. Oh, 4-0. So I'm going to do one more battle. And we're going to try to end this on a perfect 5-0 and maybe bump up to Great Ball. We'll just have to see. But so far, so good with this team that Zach Lemon has given me. He told me it was one of the good teams that he liked, but it wasn't his favorite. But I saw Dragapult, and I was like, I got to use that team. So he was generous enough to take time out of his day to help me get this team together, and I was finally able to stream some of it here for y'all to enjoy. And as you can see, we're doing pretty good with it. We got 4 wins, 0 losses, and finally some decent competition here in Pokeball tier. So now we will sit here until we have an opponent. Alright, very interesting here. He brings a Sun team. We don't have really anything to change weather. And the only weather Cinderace would change is, what do you call it? Sun. So, I mean, that kind of benefits him with that Venusaur. But we're going to go ahead and lead our normal lead that we've been leading before. And we're going to go Rillaboom Cinderace. Whew. And in the back, judging from his team, we're going to bring Urshifu and Duraludon. Or you know what? We can lead Urshifu and Rillaboom and have Cinderace and Duraludon in the back. It might be a mistake, but we're going to go ahead and try for that. We're running out of time. Alright guys, so for the final battle of the day, let's hope we can end it on a win. And let's see how this goes. Versus Nick. Okay, of course, he leaves that Torkoal Venusaur set. So we're gonna see that. And we're gonna fake out the Venusaur and attack mightily into that Torkoal with max water. So let's go ahead and fake out here and change that weather to water. He might read that and switch out, but it's a risk I'm willing to take. So now we wait for him to make the move. Alright, so obviously we're going big here. Let's hope he doesn't read the fake out into Venusaur. And he just goes for Sleep Powder. So fake out can go off and we don't have to worry about him going Dynamax into us. Okay, perfect. So Venusaur flinches. We go Max Geyser, change the weather, and Eruption shouldn't do as much damage. Or at all, really. Wow. Some good damage there. Okay, so clearly Venusaur can still go for Sleep Powder, but we're going to try to negate it. I mean, there's nothing really we can do about it now. We just got to try to hit it as hard as we can. Jesus Christ. So that Torkoal's basically all the way back to full. We're going to go for a knockoff on the Venusaur. And we're going to go for a Max Knuckle to get that attack boost. Okay, so Torkoal's withdrawn. Hopefully he brings out that... Oh yeah, Togekiss is coming in. Okay. So we get that Max Knuckle, so we get attack boost on Rillaboom and Urshifu. So let's see how much that knockoff is gonna do. Not quite enough to knock it out, so we will be getting Sleep Powder here, I'm sure. Oh no, he goes for an offensive move, Sludge Bomb. And it does take out the Rillaboom. Alright, that's fine in my book. Now we're going to bring in Duraludon. And honestly, I feel like I'm going to double into this Togekiss. Because I do have a feeling it will Dynamax here. So let's go ahead and go for another Max Geyser in the rain. Should do enough damage. And then if we do take out the Togekiss, at least the Flash Cannon will hit into the Venusaur and hopefully take that out. Okay, so he does not Dynamax the Togekiss. Very interesting on his part. Of course, he's going to try to bring back in the sun. Let's see if Flash Cannon takes this thing out. And it does. Beautiful. So now it's 3-2. And all he has in the back is a half beaten up Torkoal and something else. Okay, so Torkoal's going to come in and obviously change the weather. And then Conkeldur's in. Alright, and there's nothing we can do about the weather now. So we're going to Draco Meteor into the Conkeldurr. And we're going to Surging Strikes into the Torkoal. Because we need to take that thing out. That's right, he still has Dynamax. So he will be getting boosted here. Probably going for the Max Knuckle into the Duraludon. Hopefully Duraludon is faster though, so we can at least get some chip damage off on it. Oh, beautiful move. Oh, does that go through Protect? Oh, so it does. Beautiful. I didn't know that. So Torkoal goes down. And Duraludon does get off that Draco Meteor, so we do get some decent chip damage there. And I believe he Max Knuckles into the Duraludon, obviously for super effective purposes. And he goes down. Okay. So now we're dealing with a very powerful Conch Elder here. And now it's time for the mind games. Guts boosted. Okay. So obviously he can still hit us through Protect. But I'm going to bounce Protect to assure we live this hit. And then we could double into it next turn. Hopefully he goes into the Cinderace here. But I'm sure he knows what he's doing. Funk. He goes Max Knuckle straight into us. So he saw that coming. So now he's +2 boosted with Guts. Can Bounce Surging Strikes take this thing out? We're about to find out. So let's go ahead and Surging Strikes here. I should have went Close Combat since we're in the sun still. So that might have been bad on my part. Why not? He kind of wasted his Dynamax here and his chance of living these moves. So Surging Strikes don't go through a Max Guard, of course. But now we're dealing with a normal Conch Elder. So now I'm going to go Bounce again. And we're going to go Close Combat here. No, let's go ahead and go Protect. It's probably going to go Rock Slide. Oh no, he goes Drain Punch. Straight into me, so he saw it coming again. Alright, so let's go ahead and... Dang, the sun's still up. Close Combat. So Bounce connects. And that knocks out Conch Elder. So there we go, guys. 5 games. Very true about that. I didn't think about that either, David. But yeah, there we go. 5-0. Probably I'll do one more since I got some viewers here. But how's it going, David? How y'all doing today? Everyone else who's watching, go ahead and leave a like, subscribe, and comment in the chat, and I will give you a shout out just the same. No, I don't want to check out his team. But let's go ahead and do another battle. So we're double Pokeball tiered up, and we get more BP. And we continue searching for a partner. Alright, time to take a drink of water. Okay, we're gonna face Toya. Toya has a very interesting team here. Dark Fairy, Fire, Ghost, Dark Psychic, Fire, Fairy Water. I think I'm gonna lead my normal leads that I've done mostly tonight with Cinderace and Rillaboom, and then in the back, Urshifu can't really do anything if they bring the Psychic Dark Fairy, or the Ghost. I'm gonna go ahead and go Dragapult and Duraludon. Yeah, man. Zach made me this team, so I've been waiting on him to try it out while he's on here, but schedules couldn't align, so I'm just gonna go ahead and take care of this here. And I decided to show it off and give him a shout out for giving me this team. And this team's been working very good. Okay, so he sends out Primarina and Malamar first. So of course we have Rillaboom and Cinderace. Alright, so we can go ahead and fake out into Primarina, because I don't think Grassy Slide will knock it out in one hit. Then we can go ahead and max Airstream into the Malamar. Let's just do that. So obviously we Gigantamax here, and we will see if he decides to Dynamax as well. So Fake Out goes into Primarina, which is fine, which is great actually, and great damage with the crit. We take those. Alright, now we move to Flying type with Cinderace and max Airstream straight into that Malamar. And good night, Malamar. And another critical hit. So double crit to start the game, plus our speed boost. Hardly fair, but we'll take it. Alright, so Primarina should go down to a Grassy Slide here, unless he brings in a Pokemon that changes the terrain. But I don't remember seeing one that does. So we'll see how that goes. So he has Grimmsnarl. So he gets that Prankster. He has Prankster, and he could change... he could get up those screens. And obviously he'd be getting up a Reflect. So we're going to go ahead and Grassy Slide... No, we should be faster than the Primarina. So we're going to go ahead and Wood Hammer here. And I'm going to go Max Knuckle into the Grimmsnarl to get an attack boost and hopefully take out... okay. Never mind. So Max Knuckle does go off. And now we have an eject button on us, so that's something we have to think about. We no longer have our Life Orb. But this should be strong enough to take out Primarina here. Beautiful. Alright, so that was an interesting play on his part. He didn't do a Trick Aqua Jet, which would have knocked me out of the arena with Cinderace and would have brought in a secondary Pokemon, but hey, whatever works for him, works for him. So now we're back to neutral attack, which is fine. And he might have quick attack here. But I'm going to go ahead and go for knockoff on the Arcanine. And let's go ahead and get our G-Max Knuckle up again. Just because why not? Okay, so interesting he goes light screen when we're using physical attacks. Or she. Not sure. But, yeah, let's go ahead and go Max Knuckle again, which will take out the Grimmsnarl. Beautiful. Oh, critical hit. Dang, this battle is full of crits. And down goes Grimmsnarl. And with the +1 attack, I wonder if this knocks out Arcanine. It does not. That's a bulky one. But that Snarl will knock out Cinderace. Well, at least out of the battle, because I have that eject button on me. But that's fine. I just don't see Arcanine 1v3ing or 1v4ing my team. So we're gonna Dragon Darts and knock off again. And that should be the end of the battle. So knock off, Dragon Darts. David, honestly, I have no idea. But he's losing, that's for sure. Oh, and just hangs on those Dragon Darts. And down he goes. 6-0. And only because David showed up late, I'll do one last battle to make it a solid hour. And then I'll for sure be done after that. So, thank you guys for watching for sure. And stick around while I do this last battle. Oh yeah. I should have looked at his team to see what he was trying to do. Oh well. Alright, so we're at a solid 6-0 here. Let's see if we can get 7-0. Zach, your team has been amazing thus far. And hopefully it keeps carrying me through this VGC thing that I am doing here. Alright, so another sun team. Dual weather, actually. And I'm going to go ahead and do... let's see. Should I do the same thing I was doing before? Yeah, I'm going to do the same thing as before. I'm going to go Rillaboom, Urshifu. Duraludon in the bag for sure. And I'm afraid he is going to try to do some Trick Room shenanigans. So, I mean, there's not really I can do anything about that with this team. But if I see it, I will double into it, for sure. We're not going to let Trick Room get up. So I'm just going to go ahead and bring... I'm going to bring Cinderace in the back. It has more coverage moves to deal with some of his Pokemon. I hope it's an easy dub. I always get nervous when I see a Venusaur on the screen. Especially when it has a lot of sun support. Alright, so we got a battle versus Bill. Let's see what Pokemon expert Bill has to throw out at the beginning. Okay, so interesting. He goes Torkoal Charizard. So we have double weak to Charizard here. Does he Dynamax turn 1 is the question. And if he does Dynamax turn 1, should we Dynamax here? For sure, we're gonna go for the fake out on Torkoal. And screw it. We're gonna lower his chances of fire type attacks by changing the weather to water. This is a lead I was not expecting, honestly. Okay, so Bill withdraws Torkoal, which brings in Venusaur. So he's I think he plans on keeping the sun up. But we will get some fake out chip damage on that Venusaur for sure. And let's see if he Dynamaxes the Charizard. Okay, he doesn't. Beautiful. So Charizard's gonna go down here, I believe. Oh, Rillaboom certainly goes down. Alright, so... Yep, Charizard goes down even through the sun. And now Venusaur is slowed up here. But I do think he brings out Torkoal here to change the weather back. So here we go with Cinderace. I mean, Cinderace would have probably been a better choice for Gigantamaxing here. So I think I made a mistake there, but let's see if we can pull it back. I know we're ahead by a little bit, but I'm not liking the position I'm in right now, now that he has Sun back up. So we're going to go ahead and go for the Power Ball into Venusaur. And we're going to go Max Geyser into Torkoal. Okay, so he's going to Dynamax that Venusaur. Yep, or Gigantamax I should say. And he's faster than everybody, I'm sure, so let's see who he decides to attack into. Max Vine Lash, probably into Urshifu. Yep. So Urshifu going down here. And let's see what Pyro Ball does. And it takes out Venusaur from pretty much max health. Sun boosted Pyro Ball. And now our Eruption's gonna probably do a decent damage to us. Oh no, he goes Yawn. So knowing we can't switch out. Oh, what the hell? Oh, okay. I didn't know that. So he gets that residual damage with the grass move. And now we have Duraludon to come in here. So we get that attack lower. And this is the last two Pokemon. So we're gonna high jump kick the Torkoal to get some damage. And we're gonna Thunderbolt into the Gyarados, hopefully knock it out. Oh, he missed. Oh, that's beautiful. And let's go ahead and knock out that Gyarados. But I think we lose to Torkoal here. Okay, so body press. I mean, Cinderace is going to be asleep. And I think with that little bit of health back, we will live another hit from not Torkoal, but you know, just residual damage. So let's just see how this goes. I'm just gonna go ahead and Draco Meteor here. So high jump kick, Draco Meteor, and hopefully that does the damage, because if not, it's pretty much over from here. Alright, Draco Meteor, it's all up to you, baby. And it doesn't quite do the damage. And Heat Wave should knock us both out. Yep. Well, GG on the final game. So much for the easy dub, David. I think you jinxed me on there. Alright guys, well thank you for watching. Please leave a like, subscribe, and I will see you guys next time.